On immigration, does FEMA's arrival at the border mean that the administration feels what is happening down at the border is a disaster?
I know that we always get into the fun of labels around here, but I would say our focus is on solutions.
It's more than a crisis. This is a human heartbreak. The sad part about all of this, it didn't have to happen. This crisis is created by the presidential policies of this new administration. There's no other way to claim it than a Biden border crisis.
Look, folks, this is a crisis on the border. It is a healthcare crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis. It is absolutely a national security crisis as well. In this little short stretch, about 30 miles up and down the river, we probably saw 150 people in the process of crossing the border illegally. Mostly family units is what we're seeing, and what we're being told is for every family unit, every person that's turning themselves in, there's probably 2 others that are getting through the system as well. So right now they're having about 2,000 people a day cross this border in this 30-mile stretch alone. 2,000 people a day that they're catching. So there's probably another 4,000 people that are getting through. No, humanitarian crisis. Do you realize that the cartel is making more money on trafficking, on smuggling humans across the river than they did from drug smuggling? So the President Biden's administration, his policy is putting dollars into the pockets of the cartel, increasing their revenues. Humanitarian from the sense that here in the next week or 2, it's going to get so hot, people are going to be dying as they're trying to make that trek from Central America up to here and then on through Texas, where it'll be just hot and dry, story after story. Border Patrol people telling me of children dying because it's so hot and so dry here as well. From a healthcare standpoint, they're telling me that every family unit they're seeing, there's at least 1 communicable disease on average. It might be scabies, it might be tuberculosis, it may be hepatitis, and of course COVID. We're hearing reports as many as one out of 4 people here they're seeing that's going to have COVID. And then when they're bringing them all together into a detention center someplace, into some type of a common sleeping unit, and everybody in that sleeping unit is going to have COVID before it's all said and done as well. So it just doesn't make sense to me that here we're getting so close to herd immunity in our country, and we're allowing thousands of people to cross the border every day, hundreds of them with a new COVID virus, possibly with new mutations as well. So we talked about the humanitarian side, the healthcare side, the national security side. Half of the people crossing the border illegally are not these family units, that they're from other countries, many terrorists from the Middle East, and I don't have good numbers on it, but certainly that it's not just family units, that there are many other people that are successfully crossing the border.
DHS said that the FEMA plan for 90 days would be to receive, shelter, and transfer unaccompanied children. Does that mean that the federal government now is moving beyond the message from the last couple weeks, which was now is not the time to come?
No, we are doing both, and it's a complicated problem, no doubt about it. We are sending the message clearly in the region. Now is not the time to come, but also we want to ensure that people are treated with humanity, who are children, who are unaccompanied children. That's who we are as a country, and so we are doing both.